Hi guys, welcome to Krish at 9:30 by Cambridge Veritas. Happy to see everybody once again. I see people are just joining in. Superb. How are you guys? How was Saturday? Was it a good day so far? Anything special that you're planning to do over this weekend? I was just wondering today, whilst I was making the lesson, that it's been about a fortnight today that we finished when we started sort of making these online lessons. And we've come a long way ever since then. So tomorrow we're just going to be chilling a little bit in tomorrow's live session, and we're going to be talking again heart to heart. So this is an invitation for those of you. Make sure that you come tomorrow as well, Sunday evening. But anyway, let's focus on today's lesson. Today we're going to be looking at first conditionals. Now, before we look at first conditionals, just want to quickly check if I'm audible. Please let me know with a hi or something in the chat box, in the live chat. Thank you. All right. Do you know what do we call first conditionals? As teachers, what do we call it? This is a very interesting concept in English, and we call this concept complex sentence structures. And in big competitive exams as well, if you want to score really high, this concept comes really handy. If you write using this concept, people think that your English is really good. It's in 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 the world of teaching, we call it this person knows complex sentence structures. So let's give the student better marks. Hi, Lavanya. So this is that concept that we're going to be looking at today. Okay. The level of today's lesson is at B2, C2, which is upper intermediate and advanced. But we will try to keep it as simple as possible. Okay. Hi, Sheikh. Hello. Hi, guys. All right, let's get started. First of all, the aims of the lesson today. In this live lesson, if you're watching it later or if you're live with us right now, we're going to be covering all of these important bits. Number one, we will have a teeny weeny discussion on what is Murphy's Law. Number two, what grammar component that we'll cover today is first conditionals. It basically means how to talk about real life situations in your daily spoken English. After that, there's going to be a lot of live practice, like there is. And then the assignment is going to be available on the WhatsApp channel. All right, let's get going. Here we go. If you're new to our channel, welcome to our community with a big heart on Cambridge Veritas. Make sure that you like the lesson, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe and turn the bell icon on so that you do not miss any lessons that come in the forthcoming future. All right, super. So let's begin. The vocabulary of the day, the word of the day is Murphy's Law. I repeat, Murphy's Law. Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? What that is? Tell me in the comment section, please. Hi, Priya, Kausar, Das, Divya. I'm going to check that, Kausar. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to check that. Have you heard of Murphy's Law? You can use ChatGPT or Google. That's fine. All right. What is that? So let me give you a little bit of introduction. Thank you. Murphy was actually a person. He was an American aerospace engineer, and he gave us a law. There are a lot of interesting things on the internet about it. You can read it later properly. So his law is, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And in this lesson, no, we're not giving this lesson a pessimistic angle, but it's a very interesting rule. And we're going to look at some sentences, and you will be able to see, my God, all of these things actually happen to all of us in our daily life. And with this, we will learn how to use first conditionals perfectly. Okay? So, can you think of any examples? Something that can go wrong actually ends up going wrong. Can you think of any examples? I have 8 examples for us on the next slide. But just keep in mind, think about it. Something that doesn't have to go right, it actually doesn't. Let me show you with some examples. So this is activity one. Game number one, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. Here we go. So on the right hand side of the screen, I have written 8 sentences. But these sentences are the second half of Murphy's Law. Very simple sentences. I will show you sentences on the left hand side of the screen, one by one. Look at the first part of the sentence, match the first part with the second half. I repeat, look at the first part on the left hand side and match it with the second half. If you understand this, please tell me in the live chat. Yes, you do. Used in a humorous way, mostly. Yes, that's right. Hi, Agarthan. Thank you, Lavanya. Got it from Google. Yes, Priya. Yes, that's right. Thank you. So Lavanya has given us a very good example. Thank you, Lavanya. So it happens with all of us. And this is the perfect example of Murphy's Law. If you are in a haste, that is you're getting late, you're hurrying up, the thing that you have been searching for, play hide and seek. In the sense that you will either continue to, there are two ways that I can look at it. You will continue to get late, or the thing that you're looking to find, you'll not be able to find it for a long time. Instead, you'll end up finding something else. Hi, Fresh Minds Institute. Please introduce yourself with your first name. Hi, Mohammed. Lovely. Thank you, guys. All right. So let's have a look at the first example. The first example is, if you get to the airport early, what happens? If you get to the airport early, what happens? Hi, AT. You have to match one with A to H. Which one is it, guys? You'll catch the flight? Your flight will be delayed. You have to match it on the right hand side. If you get to the airport early, these sentences are, according to Murphy's Law, your flight will be delayed. So one is A. Perfect example of Murphy's Law. If you travel either by train or through flights, you may have noticed sometimes if you go early, there are high chances that your flight ends up getting delayed, as a matter of fact. So, Murphy's Law, if something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. One is A. Thank you, Fatima. Now, I'm going to show you right now, we're not focusing on grammar, we're not focusing on the structure, we're only focusing on matching the first part with the second half. Okay? So please do put your answers in the live chat. Next. So that's A. If you want to sleep on the plane, what happens? If you want to sleep on the plane, thank you, Das, Kausar, Mohammed. Waiting for others. The correct answer is, thank you for your answers, guys. It's G, which is here. There will be a hyperactive 5-year-old in the seat behind you. It happens to me so many times. If you want to sleep on the plane, there will be a hyperactive 5-year-old in the seat behind you. Yeah? The game is really simple, Priya. Thank you for letting us know. All you have to do is match the first half of the sentence with the best second half that you see on the screen. What do you think the first half of the sentence matches with on the right hand side? That's all that we have to do. Okay? I hope you're able to understand now. The other part is kind of blurry. Yes, I realize it. Sorry about that. Try managing it, or do you want to take a moment reading it for that matter? Let me see what I can do. Okay. Do one thing, read this or take a screenshot of this. I hope this is better, everyone. Do one thing, take either a screenshot of this or read it. I'll give you 30 seconds. Just go through it first. Thank you, Kausar, for letting me know. Thank you. Uh, I think it should happen sometime this week. Yes, that's a very nice suggestion. It will happen sometime this week. We've been waiting for some equipments coming from India, so we've been told that those will come tomorrow. So I think we should be able to do that, hopefully. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lavanya. Here we go. All right. Now, sentence number 3. Okay. If you are in a hurry, the person in front of you, what is the best sentence here? If you are in a hurry, the person in front of you, what do you think is the right answer? C. It's actually E, Mohammed. Thank you. Will find a parking space right in front of you. If you are in a hurry, the person in front of you will find a parking space right in front of you. What does that mean? That is, if you're driving supposedly and if you're in a hurry, the person will park right in front of you and you'll not be able to go. That's the best sentence that it's matching with. That's all. Okay? You said C. No. Yeah? All right, cool. Number 4. If you take something that doesn't work back to a shop, what happens? Okay, just try, Priya. Thank you for letting us know. Just try. So the first instruction was forget the grammar, check the meaning. Okay, Mohammed says H. Mohammed, you're right. Wonderful. If you take something that doesn't work back to a shop, it will work when the shop assistant tries it. It will not work when you're trying it, but it will work when the shop assistant tries it, right? So many times it happens when we are trying for an equipment to work, it doesn't. But as soon as you take it to a shop, somebody else tries it and it works. Murphy's Law. Okay, number 5. If you're late for something important, thank you, Lavanya, Divya, Nagashri. Okay. If you're late for something important, it's okay. If you're not able to understand it, just observe other people's answers. Thank you. Okay. It is D. Yes. If you're late for something important, all the traffic lights will be red. Doesn't it happen with all of us? We are trying to drive fast, and then suddenly you see all the traffic lights are red. It's a classic example of Murphy's Law. Come on, 3 more sentences to go, and we are done. Okay? All you have to do is match the left hand side with an appropriate right hand side. That's all. There's nothing else that we have to do here. If you park a long way from a restaurant, then right cursor, yeah. I'm so sorry. If I hope you were able to take the screenshot though. Cool. Thank you. It is C. You will find a parking space right in front of it. Right? It's cracking me really. It's really funny. Okay, second last sentence. If you are single and you meet somebody at a party who you really like. It happens with so many times. I'm sure all those people who are single would be able to relate. What happens then? Seventh is F. All right, thank you, Nagashri. It is true. They will already have a partner, right? If you are single and you meet somebody at a party who you really like, they will already have a partner. Oh man. Yeah. All right, the last one is here we go. If you wear a new white shirt or dress, the last one is right. The last one is B, which is you will spill wine or coffee on it. Okay. First of all, my apologies if you're not able to see it. Um, Kausar, very good suggestion. We need to move the camera here so that you're able to do it. We used to do it back in January and February live sessions, and we'll do it, I think, Monday, Tuesday. We should be able to do it. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Anyway, there's that. So far, in this activity, it was all fun and games. Now, we need to get back to work. I repeat, we need to get back to work. I will pick any one sentence from here, and now attention starts now. Here we go. Read the sentence loudly and clearly. Everybody, read the sentence loudly and clearly. If you get to the airport early, your flight will be delayed. There are two words or two parts that I've highlighted here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's class. This class is all about first conditionals. If you want to understand this concept, last slide was full of examples of first conditionals, grammatically speaking. That's why we were playing that game, and it was theoretically important. This is a sentence of first conditionals. In English language, whenever you want to talk about real life situations, not imaginary, real life situations. For example, an example is coming to my mind, so I'm giving you. If you wear this blazer, you will look professional. So somebody's, let's say, giving me a piece of advice. Krish, if you wear this piece of blazer, you will look professional. This is a real life situation, not imaginary situation. Similarly, this is also an example of real life situation, not imaginary. Whenever you want to talk about a result in the future and a real life condition, it's not imaginary anymore. If you became the prime minister of this country, those are imaginary kinds of situations. But blazer, looking at this, these kinds of examples are real life situations. All right, we have to answer two questions that I will show you here. What tense is the word after if? I'm not talking about this word, I'm talking about this word. Get. Is it present or is it past or is it future? Type in the live chat, please. Of course, I've experienced it. Yes, Kauser, flight will be delayed, basically implies you'll miss it. Yes. Thank you so much. So the correct tense is, thank you guys, Priya, Nagashri, Divya, Kauser, Mohammed. Lovely. Here we go. It is present. We call it simple present, present simple, or simply present. If you say just this, that's fine as well. Okay. So very good. You have answered the first question. It's present. Now, look at here. What form is the other word after comma? So after comma, this part is past, present, or future. Is it past? Is it present? Or is it future? Will be delayed is future. Thank you, Hasmat, Nagashri, Jani, Kausar. Superb, guys. Lovely. It is future, will or won't plus infinitive. What is the meaning of infinitive? Remember, we had a live session on infinitive, a word with to or without to, base form of the word, basically without ing. Okay. Now, the next time, this is the rule. Remember this. Whenever you want to talk about real life situations, the sentence is divided in two parts. Before comma is the condition. You always use present tense with it. After comma is the result, and you always use that is without f, and you always use future tense with it. It is as simple as that. If present, result future. I repeat myself. With if, you always use the present tense. If I get, if you speak, if I dance, if they cook, all of that is cook, dance, speak. These are present tense words, yeah? And whenever you want to discuss the result, you always use future with it. For example, will, you can use the negative form of it as well, like will not. You can use shall as well. And there's a very important thing. You can use can also, but let's park that aside. I will talk about that in a short while. If you understand the structure, give me a heart in the live chat. Or you can type whatever. Priya finds it difficult, so you can type anything that you want. Just let me know if you understand this, please. Thank you. I have to charge it as well. Give me a moment. Perfect. Thank you. Let me just charge the laptop. Thank you. Okay, thank you. If it rains, we will stay indoors. Why can't we say if you get to the airport early, your flight will not be delayed? That's fine as well. We were saying that it was only an example of Murphy's Law. Structure wise, of course, you can say that. If the questions are blurry, we won't be able to answer. Yes, that's true. Lovely. Essentially, you're able to understand it, right? Super. Thank you. All right, let's move ahead. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the structure now already. It is if, present, comma, will or won't. Now I'm going to show you one example one by one. When you see the example, just read it out loud. I repeat, when you see the example, just read it out loud. Here we go. Number one, if I miss the last bus, I'll get a taxi. All the sentences are using this structure. I repeat, all the sentences are using this structure. If I miss present, I'll get future. Number two, if you tell her the truth, she won't believe you. If you tell present, she won't believe you future. Real life situations using first conditional. What will you do? What will you do is the future. This is a question, so you can swap the structure as well, and that's totally fine. If he doesn't call you, he doesn't call you present. What will you do? Future. So it doesn't matter if the result comes first and the condition comes later. It is with if you use present, and with the result you use will or won't. All right, if you understand this, please let me know. All right, here we go. If you don't go, she won't be very pleased. If you don't go, present. She won't be is will not be future. Similarly, I won't bore you reading it slowly now. If you miss the last bus, get a taxi. If you miss the last bus, you can get a taxi. In all these sentences, number 6 and number 7 are slightly different. I repeat, number 6 and number 7 are slightly different, correct? Park that to the side because we're going to be elucidating on it in a short while. Here we go. So, important thing to remember is use if plus present when you talk about a possible situation that can happen. And use will or won't plus the word in the base form, that is the present form, to talk about the consequences. What is the meaning of consequence? Simply speaking, the result. Okay? Next thing, with if clause. What is the meaning of clause? When the sentences are divided in multiple parts, each part is called a clause. Okay? So clause is nothing but part of the sentence. So the if part can come first or second, as we discussed. If the if comes first, we usually put a comma before the next clause. We discussed it as well. So remember these two things. Number one, with if, always present, and it can be interchanged as well. All right. Let me see your comments, a few comments. If he doesn't call you, what will you do? That's fine as well, Kausar. Yes, super. Lovely. Okay. Special tip is in front of us. The special tip is, and by the way, if you want to take a picture of it, you can take a picture of it because we will use it when we solve the questions together. I repeat, when we solve the questions together. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take the special tip here. The special tip is, remember we were using can also? That is a possibility as well. You can also use imperatives. What is the meaning of imperatives? That is, again, present form. Or you can use the word can as well in replacement of will or won't. Sometimes it makes it zero conditional, but there's a separate lesson on it. But for now, just understand that this is an option that exists as well. In place of will, you can use can as well. Infinitive means word without ing. Okay? Instead of will or won't, with the other clause, that is, with the other part. For example, if you miss the last bus, you can get a taxi. So instead of will, I'm using can. And number 2, if you miss the last bus, get a taxi. So I'm not saying you will get a taxi or I will get a taxi or you can get a taxi. I'm just saying get a taxi. This is an imperative. Imperative means order. Get a taxi if you miss the bus. Because sometimes there are situations where we have to speak like this. So that is a possibility as well. The explanation is over. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask at this stage. I'm going to read a few sentences you guys are typing. Divya says, if you miss the live class, you can watch the recorded video. Super. If you miss this opportunity, you will never learn. Hasmat, wonderful. If he studies hard, he will get first position. You have mastered it. Everybody's mastered it. Lovely. It's a suggestion. Have you put something? Sorry, Lavani, I did not understand what you mean. Can we get it zero conditional clause? Can we call it? Yes. Mohammed, we can call it zero conditional clause as well, but I'm not using that word for those people. I don't want to confuse the audience. So just for that. But yes, you're right, we can. All right. If you've joined us for the first time today, make sure that you like the lesson so that it reaches more people. Share the lesson with your kith and kins, subscribe, and turn the bell icon on so that you never miss a lesson. Okay, let's continue. Practice number 1. Don't read anything on the screen. Look at me, please. In this practice, it is similar to the first practice with which we started the lesson. There are 2 sentences. I will show you the sentence here. You have to match the first part of the sentence with the second part of the sentence here. I repeat, you have to match the first part of the sentence above with the second part of the sentence below. The first one is done for us as an example. If you leave now, you'll catch the 8 a.m. p.m. train. You'll catch the 8 p.m. train or 8 a.m. train. Gotcha? That's all that we have to do. If you guys are ready, show me a big thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Sheikh. Yes. All right, lovely. Here we go. So let's get started. The first sentence is on the screen. My pen's not working, so give me 1 sec. Let me see. Give me 1 sec. Okay, thank you. It's working now. Here we go. Sentence number 1. The ticket will be cheaper. Which one do you think it is? The ticket will be cheaper. Hi, Guru. 2 is D. 2 is D? No, it's number 1 still. But yes, you're right, Kausar. If you travel after 9, so it is 1. Or this one is D. Super. All right. So C is done. D is done. Okay, number 2. If I don't see you this afternoon, my God, what's going to happen? If I don't see you this afternoon, which one is it? Number 2. Waiting for your answers. G, okay. If I don't see you this afternoon, I'll call you this evening. Perfect. So this one is G. Superb. Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you, Priya. Hasmat. Okay. Kausar. Many of you are saying B. Will you give it back to me soon? Huh? How is it B? Sorry, it's not B. Not matching. Okay, number 3. You learn more quickly. You learn more quickly. This is for our live classes, ladies and gentlemen. This is so funny. Jani, how is it how is it A? Please tell me. But thank you. A, you learn more quickly if you don't have enough lessons, really? It is E. Thank you so much. Kausar, Mohammed, Priya. Yes, I'm actually saying this to you guys. Hasmat. All right, cool. Yes. You'll learn more quickly if you come to every class. So, bravo, out of the question now. Okay, number 4. If you get that new job, F. Will you earn more money? Okay, yes, it's a valid option here. Is F. Thank you so much. Lovely. Who said it first? Okay, so many people. Jani, Divya, Nagashri, Lavanya, Priya, Hasmat, Mohammed, Sheikh, Kausar. Super. Number 5. You won't pass your driving test. I know it doesn't happen in most of the countries that you actually have to take a proper lesson for it, but at a lot of places it's like mandatory. So what's number 5? 5 is A. If you don't have enough lessons, thank you. 5 is A. Lovely. And the last one is if I lend you this book, duh. The correct answer is if I lend you this book, will you give it back to me soon? Which is B. Oops, what just happened? Okay, B. Thank you. All right, as we can see, the first part of the sentence, everywhere that you see here, either the result is coming here or the condition is coming here. But there's something that is common. With if, you always end up using the present tense. And with the result, you always end up using will, will not, basically. So the idea is, ladies and gentlemen, the next time you talk about real life situations, conditions, then always use this format. Now, I want to tell you something really interesting. I have been teaching this for 15 years now. There's one pattern that comes that people use incorrectly. Don't use that. People say like this: if you will speak, you will learn better. What is the problem with this end? Oh my God. I'm not even sure if you're able to see it. So basically, if you will speak, if you will, and then you will. You have to excuse me, what's going on? Chuck it. What I'm trying to say is the most common problem that I've seen with people is with if they use will, with the result they use will, incorrect English. They use will in the first part, they use will in the second part. You you do not speak like this. If you will, then you will. Incorrect English. You only use will with the result. That is one of the most common problems that we see when people speak English. You do not use will with if, you always use it with the result. So that's something that's very important. Yeah. So when people use future in both the clauses, that's when it gets wrong. Okay. All right. So this is the second game of the day and the last game of the day. Please have a look. I will show you a list of sentences on the screen. All we have to do is fill in the blank spaces with the options that are given in bracket. So, for example, let me show you how people use this sentence incorrectly. If we start walking, the bus will come. Okay. I have seen 95% of proficient speakers of English say this sentence incorrectly, and they speak like this: if we will start walking, the bus will come. They use will here also, will here also. Observe people around you. And sometimes your teachers, and sometimes I've seen teachers of English also use this structure. Incorrect. You have to be really vigilant if you're a teacher of English watching us right now. You have to be really vigilant the way you frame your sentences because, hello, you're supposed to be a language doctor. So the idea is we only use will with the result. Okay. All right. First sentence. Here we go. Ready for the next game. If you dash me your secret, I dash anybody else. So, what is it? If you, what's the first one? Come on, we can do this together. Please use one and then write your answer. It'll help me understand where you are. If you tell me, thank you. I'll have to write this one. If you tell me your secret, I will not tell anybody else. Thank you so much. Uh, Divya, Priya, Agarthan, Hasmat, Lavanya, Priya, Nagashri. Superb, guys. Excellent. Number two. If I dash it down, I dash it. Not right, not remember. Superb. Yes, that's right. If I do not, there's no space, so I'll keep it just like that. If I do not write it down, or if I don't write it down, I won't remember it. Either you say won't or will not. Both are right. I won't remember it. Yep. Excellent, Lavanya, Nagashri, Divya, Agarthan. Superb. Wonderful, guys. Good job. Number three. Dash you dash if you dash any news. What's number three? Thank you, Jenny. Hasmat, superb. Dash you dash what? It's a question. What do you think it is? This one's tricky. Dash you dash me if you dash any news. Superb. So it is, will you call me if you get any news? Superb. Lovely. Just Divya has told us the answer, waiting for other people. Will you call me if you get any news? Thank you. Okay. All right. Number four. It's a question mark, no? It's it's an interrogative sentence. Number three. Number four. She dash you if you dash her nicely. I know if you felt a little bit confused here, it's okay. It was a question mark. I repeat, it was a question mark. Number four. What do you think is number four? Thank you, Afifa. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Um, she will help you. Afifa, we just need to correct something here. She will help you if you ask her nicely. I have no idea what happens here. If you ask her nicely. Number five, I dash you if I dash from Alex. Thank you, Hasmat. Yes, Sheikh, Divya, lovely, superb guys. Number five, Will phone you. Okay. I will phone you if I hear from Alex. Lovely. Number 6. You dash your friends if you dash to Paris. Come on, number 6. Thank you. Malika, Priya, Nagashri, Divya, Afifa. Okay, superb. Lavanya, lovely. You will miss your friends if you move to Paris. Lovely. Excellent. Number 7. There are 9 in total. This is the third last. If you dash carefully, you dash everything. Thank you, Jenny. Lovely. Thank you, Asmat. Lovely. Super. Priya. Okay. If you listen, if you listen carefully, you dash everything. Will understand. Excellent. You will understand everything. Second last, number 8. So, Afifa, we don't use will with if. See everywhere, with if we do not use will. With result, we use will. Thank you. Number 8, the boss dash very pleased if you dash late for work. What do you guys think? Won't be. Thank you, Nagashri, Lavanya, Priya. Superb. The boss won't be very pleased if you. What is be? Remember, 3 classes ago in the live session, I told you be means is, am, are, correct? So, what is the form of be that we'll use here? If you are. Thank you. If you are late for work. And the last sentence is, you've done a great job so far. Let's have a look at the last sentence. I dash you home if you dash me directions. You've done a great job so far, guys. Let's have a look at this one. Thank you. Will drive. Okay. I will drive you home if you. What have you written? Give. Yes. Lovely. If you give me directions. Yes. Like Divya is doing, ladies and gentlemen, can we follow the ritual and clap for everyone? You've done a great job. Mere participation is more important than correct answers. And this is the rule that we follow at Cambridge Veritas in our live classes, Krish at 9:30. Mere participation is more important than correct answers. We'll correct each other, help each other, but the more important thing is that you're typing and engaging, at least attempting to solve the question. That's more important. Okay? So, in this lesson, once again, get ready. What did you learn? Before we move forward, in case you're new to our community, make sure that you like the lesson, share the lesson with your friends and fam, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification. All right. Extra practice will be available on the WhatsApp channel. In case it wasn't available before, maybe they shared it via email or something else. I will check it for you. Okay. Next, could you tell us in the live chat, based on today's lesson, we started with Murphy's Law. We've come a long way so far. What did you learn today? I repeat, what did you learn today? Please type in the chat box. Thank you. Clap, clap, clap. Superb. Excellent, guys. Okay, let's start with Divya says, I learned if I attend Krish's classes daily, I will become proficient in language. Excellent. Superb. Agarthan says, we will perfect in English soon if you teach wholeheartedly. Yeah, I try. Lovely, Agarthan. Murphy's Law, first conditional rules. Thank you, Lavanya. Can you please explain third sentence? Yes, Johnny. Let me go back. Okay. Third sentence that we see here, first of all, let me remove all of this. Give me 30 seconds. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, Jenny, let's have a look. This is for you since you want a clarification. Number 3, we can see in number 3 there is a question mark. So it is not a positive sentence, affirmative sentence. It is not a negative sentence. It is an interrogative sentence, basically a question. So when you start a question, especially with will, you always start the question with, in future tense, you always start the question with will. Yeah. And there are 3 boxes here. If is here, that means the condition is in this direction. That means the present tense will be used here. So let's finish this box first. If you get is an option that is given to us in the bracket. So it is if you get any news. But it's a question. So when you ask a question in future tense, you always start it with will. So it is, will you, with will, the next word is always in the present tense. So you simply say call. So it is call. Will you call me if you get any news? So it's a question mark. It's a question. The sentence is divided in 2 parts. With if, we are using the present tense. And in the condition, will you call me? We are starting the condition with, as usual, with the result, we're starting the result, my apologies. We're starting the result with will, which was the rule that we learned today. With if, use the present tense, and with the result, always use will. I hope it clarifies that. Okay, so we're discussing this. Okay. Divya says, I learned Murphy's Law too. Now I won't get confused. Superb. Priya says, expressing real results based on possible conditions using first conditional. Lovely. Hasmat says, I learned a lot from these classes. Hasmat, could you specify that, please? Specification is very important, but I appreciate you typing that. Sheikh has given us a structure, superb Sheikh, if, present, future. Lavanya has a doubt. Yes, I have a doubt. For the third conditional, if any possibility of using won't, like won't you call me if you get any news? For the third question, Acha, won't you call me if you get any news? Definitely, that is a possibility as well. But we're just not overcomplicating it. But yes, it can totally be said like that too. Yeah. So, but in the brackets, we only saw positive sentences. Otherwise, it would have been not call, right? Otherwise, it would have been not call. Thank you, Lavanya. That was a good question. Agarthan, thank you. You're teaching. You're welcome, Agarthan. God bless you. Please discuss question tags sometime. Question tags are such an important topic. Let's do question tags the week after next because next week is all about IELTS. So we'll try covering it. Thank you so much. I'll put that in the diary log. All right, Jenny, happy to know. Priya says, yeah, another one I have seen using when instead of if are the same. Yes, when and if are used in replacement on the basis of what the person is basically trying to say. So that's totally right for that matter. You're welcome, Lavanya. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Superb. You guys have done a great, great job. Tomorrow's session, I'm going to be live. I'm not going to be here in front of the screen. We're just going to be sitting together, asking a lot of questions. Grab a chai or a coffee, whatever you like. Let's sit together and talk. Yeah. All right. For tomorrow, I'm going to be interacting with you. So I'm going to ask you a lot of questions as well. So please do make sure that you're there. Okay. Uh, by the way, Lavanya, do you want to catch up tomorrow? We can talk with everybody. I know that you've done so many courses. Lavanya, who you see in the chat box, she is not a normal person. Lavanya has done so many language-related courses, and Lavanya, I will text you on LinkedIn. So let's see what we can do. If you are up for it, let's grab some coffee and catch together with everyone. We'll ask questions and we can interact for that matter. Okay. So, we're going to be talking about how to become a certified English trainer. So, there's that. And finally, it's time to go. Loads and loads of love. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, not a normal person. So sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Sheikh. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. LinkedIn. If you're not connected on LinkedIn, please do. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I think we've become such great friends. Every day we're talking in the chat box. I think it's become a wonderful community. Let's just stay like this and continue the legacy of uh, honing and polishing our communication skills. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very nice day. And yeah, let's join in time. Loads of love, guys. Take care. Bye. You're welcome, Divya. Thank you. Lavanya says, Divya, I'm a normal person. You're welcome, Sheikh. Thank you, my friend. All right, guys. Take care. Ciao, ciao.